We've been on the story for 3 days now. More new developments in action today after 2 weekends of massive Bardstown Road street takeovers. 2 of the women, you see them here, arrested for allegedly fighting this past weekend, appearing in court. LMPD arresting 22-year-old Antavia Brown and 20-year-old Jakaya Snizer early Sunday morning in this crowd.
They say the women were part of the fights that broke out in a chaotic late-night scene on Bardstown Road with hundreds of people in the street. A teenager was also arrested. Both of those women are charged with disorderly conduct. And now today, we are hearing for the first time from the business owner shut down by the city, the mayor announcing it in a late-night post last night.
This is the stretch we're talking about, Bardstown Road, right behind us from our drone today. The Friends Hookah Cafe sits right in the middle of the street takeover zone, but it is now closed. The city closing it, announcing it last night. The owner, though, telling our Isaiah Kim Martinez today the businesses are not at fault.
Our Sky 11 drone showing you Bardstown Road in much different shape on a sunny afternoon. It's this short stretch that was blocked by a massive crowd and police just days ago. Arrests made after fights broke out in the street past midnight. Now we're seeing the city's first shutdown of a business along this section. Friends Hookah Cafe ordered to temporarily shut its doors.
So there was a hookah lounge right here in the area where we've had some challenges the past few weekends that was not in compliance.
Mayor Craig Greenberg tells me the timing of this closure is part of the city's larger crackdown.
We had a cease and desist letter yesterday, and they need to get back in compliance before they can open.
Greenberg says the hookah lounge has been operating with an expired license for months. But the business owner tells WHAS11 they've been trying to solve the issue for a while, telling me over text, quote, "We have a pending license. I've been in contact with the health department every step of the way. I've been told that it's on their end, not ours." The sign on the lounge's doors saying closed until Friday and remodeling.
If you limit the number of people on the street and the businesses close at 2, this opportunity to create excitement goes away, and therefore hopefully they'll move along.
It comes as there's a renewed effort from Aaron Gavan with the Highlands Commerce Guild and others to have bars in the Highlands agree to close at 2 a.m. Highlands Tap Room and Grill has already done so voluntarily. Isaiah Kim Martinez, WHAS 11 on your side.
Now, the city, along with Metro Council, is now looking closely again at the closing times of the bars, which right now are 4 a.m.
And as we've reported, the Highlands Tap Room has already voluntarily chosen to start closing at 2 in the morning. That came after this weekend's incidents. And the mayor had meetings today about the closing times and will meet tomorrow with businesses in the Highlands. Hot day today, and you can feel the humidity come right back. But you know, there's one group out there that really loves this. That's the cicadas. They got louder today, the hotter it got, Connie. It's like being in a basketball arena.
If the epicenter is Kentucky, then my house is the epicenter of Kentucky.
They're on the move, too. I noticed a new area of town. Yeah, that's right. They're spreading.
Yeah, I thought we didn't have any on my side of town. They are definitely there. You can hear them. They're flying around. They like the heat, and we certainly do have it today. Temperatures are back in the mid to upper 80s across the Louisville metro. Of course, those dew points keeping it very muggy out there. Elsewhere across Kentuckiana, 82 in Paoli, 86 in Scottsburg, 84 in E-Town, 87 in Shepherdsville. So summer-like, but because of that increase in cloud cover today, not quite as hot as this time yesterday evening. But dew points, those are pretty similar to yesterday, elevated in the 60s. You're feeling more of that mugginess in the air. And wind gusts aren't too high. Really, we're just seeing a few wind gusts, 10 to maybe up to 15 miles per hour. Satellite and radar showing any kind of rain off to our west with the front. That will eventually stall off to our northwest and increase those rain chances the next couple of days. But as far as this evening is considered, we are looking to stay dry, warm, and muggy with overnight lows dropping into the upper 60s and lower 70s. Some storms will move in from the northwest late tonight. Better chances Thursday through Saturday. And of course, we'll talk much more about those rain chances coming up in our 7-day forecast.
Yes. All right, thanks, Mallory. An update tonight on a story that we've been following. Goodwill and TARC are working on an agreement to sell the NIA Center property so that Goodwill can develop affordable housing. TARC currently owns that property adjacent to the new West Louisville Hospital. Norton and Goodwill have been looking to expand their footprint in West Louisville, so the space made sense. They plan to build 76 affordable units. Businesses in the NIA Center right now can stay rent-free until November.
State officials sounded the alarm tonight, saying if Medicaid gets cut in Kentucky, it'll be detrimental to our rural health care. The Kentucky General Assembly just approved new work requirements for Medicaid. Now the Medicaid offices will be required to help people find employment in their counties. The chief financial officer for the program says this will have an administrative cost, though. The new cuts being pushed federally will also have huge impacts on our rural hospitals, which rely on reimbursements from Medicaid.
But any impact at all is going to be detrimental to the Medicaid program. If we lose individuals from the rolls, definitely that's going to impact our hospitals. We're definitely concerned about the hospitals, especially our rural hospitals. But any reduction in benefits, any reduction in provider reimbursement is definitely going to be detrimental to the state.
More than 1 million people in Kentucky are registered for Medicare or Medicaid, and more than half of Kentucky children benefit from these programs.